Hey Scorpio, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is your small story reading. In this reading, we get a tiny glimpse into what's going on with you. Could be at this time or at the time that you're viewing this video. And then we'll go into deeper detail in an extended that will be available over on Vimeo. The preview to that will be right at the end of this reading. So stick around, check out the preview, see if that's resonating with you. And if you're interested in purchasing that extended, you can follow it right on over to Vimeo, okay? So let's get started. For these readings, I've been feeling drawn to grab a book off the shelf, turn to a random page, and see what passage speaks the message for you today. And Scorpio, before, I was just having breakfast this morning, and Lilith's Brood by Octavia Butler just wanted to jump off the shelf. And it was like Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So I'm like, okay, fine. Octavia, let's see what you have for Scorpio. So I start reading, and by the way, this is like further into this book than I am actually in. So it's a little bit of a spoiler alert for me. And I'm gonna try to give you context for this, but if you know anything about Octavia Butler, she writes sci-fi. So let's just put it really simple here. This human, the person whose perspective we're hearing in this passage I'm going to read to you, has been taken into the care of extraterrestrial beings, another species and they are getting to know one another in a specific way. And by this point in the story, they've gotten to know each other pretty well. And it's like time for the next step in their relationship between this human and this alien, essentially extraterrestrial being. And so there's like interspecies relationship going on. And these extraterrestrials, this species in this story they have all of these sort of tentacle-like appendages that they use to, that express their emotions, so the tentacles will do things when the being is experiencing some sort of emotion or some sort of like stimulus. And they also use them to very like tactily experience the world. So here is the passage that I will read, and it will be out of context, but just listen for what is important for you. Okay. She sat up carefully just in time to see Nikanj coming through a wall. Its gray skin was as smooth as polished marble as it climbed onto the bed beside her. "You're so complex," it said, taking both of her hands. It did not point its head tentacles at her in the usual way, but placed its head close to hers and touched her with them. Then it sat back, pointing at her. It occurred to her distantly that this behavior was unusual and should have maybe alarmed her. She frowned and tried to feel alarmed. "You're filled with so much life and death and potential for change," Nikanj continued. "I understand now why some people took so long to get over their fear of your kind." Now, if that isn't the most Scorpio thing, yeah, okay. So what's sticking out to me for you here, Scorpio, and of course we'll see what comes out in the cards, but what's sticking out here is there is something so true about this statement about Scorpios. You are filled with so much life and death and potential for change that some people take so long to get over their fear of you, to get over their fear of of Scorpios. And it's interesting because, you know, this reading is coming out in Libra season, but we're looking, you know, we're in October. The seasons are starting to change and we are looking ahead at Scorpio season. So there's something here. There's also something in like the sweetness between two people, or in this case, you know, beings of different origin, who are getting to know one another and have taken their relationship to the next step. It's like this one being is coming through and saying, I was afraid of you before, and now that I've known you intimately, I understand why, but I understand you in this way that makes me see why other people are afraid of you and why I was afraid of you. And now, and there's something so tender about the way that this being is interacting with you, Scorpio. And there's something interesting about you being on guard. It says here, it occurred to her distantly that this behavior was unusual and should have alarmed her. She frowned and tried to feel alarmed. So it's like your Scorpio instinct, you know, with that like stinger is to like, oh, I should be alarmed by this, right? You know, that Scorpio paranoia coming in and being like, oh, I should feel alarmed, but I don't. Why do I feel safe? With this intimacy, there's something very intimate in what's happening here. And someone is seeing you and understanding you on a level that I'm not sure you've ever been seen or felt or understood or touched, for that matter. Okay, let's see where this goes. So I'm using the Next World Tarot. I already shuffled these cards, but I'll give them another shuffle here. I'm just excited to see what comes out after that. Okay, 3 cards here. There's a 4th. Okay. All right. All right, Scorpio, what do we got? Yes. I love. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I took the 4th card. Okay. Here's what we got, babies. I'm like, hell yeah. I love when the cards affirm whatever passage wanted to come out, because it's like, sometimes these passages, especially out of any sort of other context, I'm like, ooh, I hope this resonates. That was really specific. Okay, here's what we got. There we go. It actually looks more like this. So you may already be realizing how crazy these cards are based on what just came out through that book, okay? Judgment. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. I know. Insanely good. Okay. So starting off with Judgment, there's a moment of realization that's coming through this card. There's a moment of, amidst all of this chaos that's going on in this scene, this person is having like, seems to be having this like existential moment of aha. You know, they're looking up at something else, sort of like, oh, that's the energy I'm getting from this, is like it would be very, very easy to get distracted by everything that's happening in this scene. It would be very, very easy to get distracted by all of that. And I think this person has previously been distracted by all of it and really caught up in all of this. And now there's something very isolating, like in a good way. It's almost like the camera is focusing now on this personal moment, and all of the rest of this is fading into blur as we see in the scene this person just, something is dawning on them. Okay, so I'm seeing this Judgment card, and you know, Judgment can be an awakening. It can be that moment of, whoa, oh, okay, you know? So there's some sort of like big aha moment coming to the foreground, and I keep being drawn to, down here it says, come on, it says Aries, Mars, being the energetic ruler of this cards, and we are approaching a full moon in Aries. So full moons, realizations, something culminating. So I'm wondering if there's an aha moment for you, my friend, coming your way, if it hasn't happened already. Interesting here as well, we've got another person looking up in the Four of Wands. We've got this another like upturned gaze happening. What is this? Oh wow, I just heard playing your music. But it's not you. I mean, you are. I think you're always playing your music. You're always playing to your rhythm, Scorpio, but there's something here, someone else is playing your music. That's what I'm feeling here. This is, it's like these people are not near one another necessarily, this person and this person, but there's a energetic communication happening where this person is playing, this is you, this person is playing your music, you know, and like, reverse the roles if you feel like you're probably this person, but I'm really feeling in this read that this is you. This person is suddenly playing your tune, you know, it's like in the passage, they're understanding your rhythms, they're understanding why you are the way you are and what makes you tick. And they're communicating with you on that level. And it seems very psychic because I feel like it could almost be like this, you know, there's some sort of distance happening, but it's like you hear amidst all the chaos, you look up and because it's like you're hearing your song. Someone's playing my song, okay? But it's like, it feels really romantic because here we have the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. Again, a moment of mutual understanding between two people, which is definitely what we heard in that passage. There's this moment of mutual understanding of, oh my gosh, I know why you are the way you are. I see you. I am not afraid of you. I am here with you. And I love the way their bodies are open to one another. You know, like chakras connecting is what I'm seeing. There's nothing closed off here. There is safety here. And there's like this beautiful sun setting. This is an ideal date. I'm being drawn to the fact that they have drinks. Okay, I said getting drinks. Maybe you're like maybe this moment is happening. It's like someone puts out the call and then you go on this date or whatever. You know, and you're enjoying your beverages in this, but it's like you two are the only two in the world. That's the same energy here. All this is going on, but it's like this psychic communication, you know, you two are the only ones in the world, even though you're in separate places. And then, you know, the Six of Cups, it feels like family. That's what's happening here. This relationship, I think, feels like family to you. It feels like some sort of family reunion. Isn't that the word? Yeah. Reunion, and Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, I think this is a reunion. Oh, okay, I'm getting it. Sun, a sense of identity, a sense of self, a sense of who you are in Scorpio. And this whole passage about, I get why people have been afraid of you because of your deep capacity for change and growth and death and life, you know, death and birth all in one. And that scares people. Your connection to all of that within yourself scares people. But this person, it doesn't scare them. Or if it does, they've opened to you entirely. They are like you. They know how to play your song. They're playing your song. And for you, being seen in that way, your sun sign being fully seen by someone else, it feels like coming home. It feels like the way that many people feel seen and understood in their family. And I'm getting like this is even deeper, way deeper than like the way your blood understands you or your chosen family understands you. This is like on levels that are every chakra is open. I'm like really drawn to their sacral chakras. This is beautiful, sensual, sexual, maybe for some of you, energy. It feels that way to me. But it's like you feel like this little kid again. You know, you feel these folks feel safe together. There's a sense of safety in this reunion. This could be that this person is like soul family for you. And that's why, and maybe you have shared past lives together, 6 of Cups, which is this sense of reunion. I just saw 1717. Okay, wow, Scorpio, holy crap, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for this half of the reading. Let's dive into this deeper. If this feels like you and this is resonating, follow the link below in the description box, right over to Vimeo. You can purchase this extended instantly, okay? And that'll be a chance for you to dive deeper into this reading if it's resonating. Scorpio, thanks for watching. Much love to you. This is beautiful. Do not be alarmed. There is nothing to be alarmed by. Roll with it. It's good. It's really, really good. Okay. All right. I'll see you over on Vimeo, or if not, I'll see you soon. You know, there is something incredibly sexual about this, clearly. Like, this position that this person is in is like one of being receptive sexually, which is definitely what I felt with the 2 of Cups. Is it's like there's this opening, there's this meeting of second chakra energy between the 2 of you, and you need to be receptive to that change. You need to be receptive to the change that is sweeping through. You want to talk about chakras. This snake is literally like Kundalini up through your root chakra, up through the second chakra, third, fourth, fifth, you know, and like up out the mouth and up, even up out the head, because the hair even looks like it's in a snake shape. So that's essentially what's happening.